Well, thank you. Good evening. This is the public hearing pursuant to Article 30 of the Public Health Law of the State of New York, Section 3008, relative to the application by the City of Lockport to operate a municipal ambulance service at the paramedic level within the City of Lockport by the conversion of the City of Lockport's 2023 Municipal Declaration of Need, converting the same to a permanent operating authority for the ambulance service. My name is Mark Butler, and I am the hearing officer that has been appointed by the Big Lakes Regional EMS Council. Among other responsibilities, I am charged with moderating the hearing and ensuring that the hearing process follows generally accepted procedures. The hearing is now called to order. It is 6:03 p.m. The sole item on the agenda this evening is the application of the City of Lockport to operate a municipal ambulance service with the intent of the instant application to convert the prior City of Lockport's 2023 Municipal Declaration of Need pursuant to Public Health Law 3008, Subdivision 7, to a permanent operating authority for such ambulance service in the municipality. The purpose of this hearing is to give a technical review and objective evaluation of the applicant's statement of need, as well as other testimony needed and received. I have a couple of preliminary matters, and first of all, I will ask the chair of the CON committee of the Regional Council, Mr. Richard Bernea, to step forward to the podium and to state your name and address for the record. And for all people who will be speaking this evening, I will remind you that this is being stenographically recorded. And if you would please speak clearly and distinctly so that the stenographer can do her job as extraordinarily as she normally does, she will be very appreciative. Thank you. Mr. Bernea, I will ask you as chair of the CON committee that I have a series of matters to dispose of with your assistance. First, did the Big Lakes Regional EMS Council establish a date, time, and location for a public hearing to review the city's application and receive all comments?
Yes, we did.
Do you have a copy of the notice of hearing reflecting the date, time, and location established by the Regional Council for the hearing tonight?
Yes, I do.
Would you please present that? Thank you. I have received what has been pre-marked as Exhibit 1. All of the exhibits for the record are the hearing officer's exhibits, entitled Public Hearing Notice for the Certificate of Need Application for the City of Lockport Ambulance Service. I will receive that as part of the evidence in this hearing as Exhibit 1. Next, I'll ask Mr. Bernea whether notice of this hearing has been made consistent with New York State Department of Health requirements, namely that notice of hearing was published in one or more newspapers having a general circulation within the proposed service area, and were such publications done at least 14 days prior to today?
Yes, I did. It was submitted 14 days prior.
Mr. Bernea, is there an affidavit of publication of the notice of hearing for the record?
Yes, there is.
Would you present that to the hearing officer? Thank you. I have received from Mr. Renee what has been marked as exhibit number 2, an affidavit of Jackie, Jackie Billigan, Bilogan, from the Lockport Union Sun and Journal, sworn to August 14th, 2024, that the legal notice was printed on August 14th, was published rather, on August 14th, 2024. Thank you. This exhibit is duly accepted. Mr. Bernea, is there an affidavit of service indicating notice was made by certified mail to those parties required under Department of Health Policy Statement 06-06?
Yes, there is.
May I have that document, please? I am in receipt of an affidavit of service of Richard T. Bernea, reciting that he is the CON chairman for the Big Lakes Regional EMS Council. This document has been marked as Exhibit 3, and it recites under oath by Mr. Bernea, sworn to on August 26th of 2024, a publication in the Niagara Gazette, and delivering notice by prepaid certified mail of the notice of hearing to the chief executive officers of all general hospitals, ambulance services, and municipalities operating within the county where the city of Lockport seeks to operate. And that is notarized as of August 26th, 2024, and I will receive this as Exhibit 3. Mr. Bernea, do you have mailing receipts for these certified mailings?
Yes, I do.
Would you please present those to the hearing officer? I am in receipt of
It should be 24.
Bernea, again, you're accurate. There are 24 U.S. Postal Service certified mail receipts, all of which are dated August 12th of 2024. I will accept that together with the City of Lockport Fire Department CON letters of support list, reciting the variety of people and the agencies to which the mailings were made. And Mr. Bernea, I notice here what appears to be six pages of a printout. Can you tell me what this printout is?
Those are delivery receipts from the U.S. Post Office website, confirming delivery of the certified mail.
Did you produce this document, sir?
I did.
And this is a true and accurate copy of what was online pertaining to these matters with the U.S. Postal Service.
Yes, it is.
I will accept these items collectively as Exhibit 3A. move off the record for a moment. Now you know what it's like to watch paint dry, an attorney counting. When I got to 20, I got really nervous. Back on the record. Mr. Burnett, do you have an original copy of the application submitted to the Regional EMS Council for submission for the record?
Yes, I do.
Would you present that to me, please? Mr. Burnett, do you know how many pages are in this document?
Roughly 152.
Approximately 152.
Yep.
Very good. This exhibit has been marked as Exhibit 4. It's entitled City of Lockport Fire Department Certificate of Need Application, June 20, 2024. And I will receive this document as Exhibit 4. Mr. Burnett, has this application, Exhibit 4, been deemed complete by the Regional EMS CON Committee?
Yes, it has.
And on what date was that determination made that it was complete?
July 19th, 2024.
And was the applicant subsequently notified of it being deemed complete?
Yes, they were.
And what was the date of that correspondence or notification to the applicant?
August 1st, 2024.
And to whom was that notification made on behalf of the applicant?
According to Luca Fabiano.
Do you have a copy of the written notification to Chief Qualiano?
I do.
Would you present it, please? Thank you. Mr. Burnett, is this your signature on this document?
Yes, it is.
And you're familiar with its contents?
Yes,
And this is a true and accurate copy of what was sent to Chief Qualiano at the Lockport City Fire Department.
yes, it is.
This is a letter dated August 1 of 2024 addressed to the fire chief indicating that, quote, "We find your application to be deemed complete at this time. I'll receive this as Exhibit 4A." Mr. Burnett, there was a delay between the determination in July and the issuance of this letter. Is there a reason for that delay?
Yes, the reason is contacting Department of Health, New York State to inquire as to who oversees the crime bureau. Communication, there was a lack of communication between us and them.
It's difficult to get through their automated.
Yes,
One of us can only talk at a time. There was difficulty, as I understand it, reaching the Department of Health to get clarification for making this determination of need. Is that correct?
that's correct. Their automated service is not the greatest.
Thank you. I'll receive this as Exhibit 4A. We're almost done, Mr. Burnett. Have there been any statements received in support of the application?
There is statements of support which are included in the application. Other than that, the Big Lakes Regional Council has not received any further comment. And I have that on statement letterhead.
If I may have that document, sir. So if I understand your testimony correctly, the letters of support are all contained within Exhibit 4 of the application itself.
Correct.
And the document you're going to give me now is an indication from the regional council that no additional statements were received.
Correct.
May I have that document, please? Mr. Brunet, this is correspondence that is undated. When did you receive this document? It's addressed to you, is that correct?
It is,
Do you recall when you received this document?
that would have been today.
And this is a true and accurate copy of correspondence that was sent to you by Robert McCartan, is that correct?
That's correct.
And I will receive this as exhibit 4B for the. Mr. Brunet, have there been any other statements received, any statements against the application?
Not to my knowledge, no.
And finally, Mr. Brunet, do you have a copy of the current ambulance service certificate for the applicant? Again, for the record,
I do.
would you present it to the hearing officer, please? And Mr. Brunet, to your knowledge, this is a true and accurate copy of the current ambulance service certificate for the city of Lockport, is that correct?
That's correct.
I will receive this document as exhibit 5. Mr. Brunet, do you swear under penalties of perjury that the testimony you've given this evening is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
Unless you have any further statements, Mr. Brunet, thank you very much.
Thank you.
With those were preliminary items. With those preliminary items completed, the hearing tonight will allow the applicant to present its application to the public and any amendments that the applicant may want to make, followed by anyone else who wishes to make statements either for or against or otherwise relative to the application. Are there members of the CON committee present here tonight? If so, would you please raise your hand? Gentlemen, would you state your name for the record? Please stand and state your name.
Sean Downing,
Will you spell your name, please?
SEANDOWNING.
Thank you, Mr. Downing. And sir, would you stand and state your name for the record?
Aaron Moore, AARON MOHR.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. As a note, the CON committee has the opportunity to ask questions this evening pursuant to Bureau of EMS Policy Statement 0606. So if there are witnesses that wish to speak, we'll have them come forward in just a moment. I will allow them to make a statement. I may ask questions. Members of the CON committee may ask questions, and we'll proceed in that fashion. May I have the witness list, please? The first witness to speak is Luca Qualiano. Chief, if you come forward to the podium. Chief, do you swear under penalties of perjury that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Would you state your name and spell it for the record, please?
Luca Qualiano, LUCAQUAGLIANO.
And sir, what is your current position at the city of Lockport, if any?
Fire chief,
And how long have you been fire chief?
almost 4 years.
With regard to the application of the city of Lockport, I'm holding up exhibit 4 to convert its current and so-called municipal CON to a full ambulance service certificate. Are you familiar with this document, sir?
Yes, sir.
How is it that you are familiar with it?
I'm the author.
Is this a complete and accurate copy of the City of Lockport's application for the conversion of its current municipal CON to a full and permanent CON?
Yes, it is.
Do you wish, or does the city wish to modify or amend these documents in any fashion?
No.
Chief, to your knowledge, have you received any letters or communications in opposition to this application for a permanent operating certificate?
No.
Chief, I'm holding what has been marked as and received as Exhibit 5, which is an ambulance service certificate in the name of the City of Lockport. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, I am.
Is this the ambulance certificate that was issued following the City of Lockport's declaration of need for municipal CON and subsequently was awarded by the Department of Health?
Yes, it is.
And do you recall the date of the issuance of the municipal or muni CON?
I don't know if that would correlate to our full New York State inspection. It had to be February of 2023.
On page 2
Of that 152-page document.
of your 5-page narrative statement, it states on February 14th, 2023. Chief, it's good that we've known each other a long time. The New York State Department of Health, with the full support of the Western Region Emergency Medical Advisory Committee, granted the City of Lockport with a temporary municipal certificate of need to operate as an advanced life support emergency ambulance service. Is that a true and accurate statement?
Yes, it is.
And that statement is a true and accurate statement as part of your application, is that correct?
Correct.
Has the City of Lockport operated that municipal ambulance service pursuant to the ambulance service certificate issued in February of 2023?
Yes, it has.
Is it a true and accurate statement, is taken also from page 2 of the narrative that you submitted, that the City of Lockport is responding to over 5,000 calls for assistance on an annual basis on average?
Yes, sir.
Is there any other ambulance service able within the City of Lockport to respond in place of, instead of, or in addition to the City of Lockport at that same call volume?
No.
And Chief, do you have any further statement that you wish to make for me to hear this evening for the record?
No, sir.
Chief, in your opinion, as the fire chief for the past 4 years and a storied career in the fire service as an EMS provider yourself, would there be a deficiency in public health, in your opinion, on behalf of the City of Lockport, should this application not be approved?
I believe there would, yes.
Chief, thank you very much for your testimony.
Thank you.
Welcome. Anita Mullane, would you care to come forward, ma'am? And would you state your name and address for the record, please, spelling your name?
Anita Mullane, Anita Mullane. I'm a member of the common council. I'll give you my address.
The common council is sufficient.
I represent the second ward. And I'm here in support of the certificate of need becoming permanent. Our fire department ambulance provides a vital service to this community. In fact, 3 of our paramedics just delivered a baby.
Congratulations.
It's the second time in our community since the ambulance was brought back. My daughter just had a baby last week, so I understand how important it is. Our hospital is no longer a full service hospital. And so it's twice as important for us to have our guys be able to perform a service like that for our community. So I hope that this goes through without any problems this evening, but may I also say for the record, it should never have been taken away in the first place. Thank you.
Councilmember Mullane, thank you very much. Is your testimony this evening true, accurate, and to the best of your knowledge, without any falsification under penalties of perjury?
It is.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your being here this evening.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else that cares to speak this evening and make a statement in support or otherwise? I'll ask you 3 times. The second time, is there anyone that cares who hasn't appeared yet to speak? Is there anyone, last call, that cares to speak and make a statement before the hearing officer for the record this evening? Thank you. At this point, there being no further comments or testimony, I'll just make 2 brief comments. Anything that I've read into the record verbally does not reflect my views or those of the Big Lakes Regional EMS Council. These were simply being read into the record for their inclusion in the absence of any documentation or for clarification. At this point, I anticipate issuing my report to the Regional Council by week's end. And the Regional Council will then be able to act on it at its next meeting. At this point, since there are no other questions or comments, I hereby declare this meeting closed at 18:30 hours. Or for those of us who are late people, 6:30 p.m. Thank you very much for all attending this evening and have a safe ride to where we go next. Thank you.